just to give us a couple extra inches. Again, always important to use barn wood if you can find it. Pop the hood. Put that in there. Take a peek at your surroundings. You can see it says 020. You want to warm the truck up. I just drove it around the block. Take this guy off. Make sure it comes off before you drain it so you can refill it. Dipstick. Still looks pretty clean, but it's been a year. We'll do it once a year at minimum. Got a case of this oil when it's on sale at Costco, and I got the mobile one filter to go with it. And I went by the dealer and got a pack of these crush washers. I plan on doing it. Not going by every time, so I just bought a handful of them. Make sure if you have a few dealers near you, like I do here in the Bay Area, you call a couple of them, because some of them, one of them wanted to charge me $5 per washer. That was pretty awesome. That was actually really pathetic. That was in El Cerrito. Not impressed. Honda Walnut Creek was, less than $1. Got these wheel chucks. I'm going to put those underneath before we jack it up just a little bit to give us some more space. Truck shouldn't move anyways, but it doesn't hurt. Get one on each back wheel. So now you can see you get access to that oil filter. I'm going to jack the truck up just a little bit so we have a little bit extra space to fit underneath there. Have my Daytona 3-ton. This is a nice little rubber piece on it here so it doesn't mar anything up. And we're just going to go to this front piece here to jack it up in the center. I'm not going to go that high, just to get us some space. Slide your drain pan, take your little plastic piece, plug, drain, crack that a little bit for breathing, helps it not bubble up so much, like that. Easier. Engine oil even tells you on there in case you wanted to see it. So that's our drain plug. And into that. We're also going to get a bag and put it around this so it doesn't dribble all over everything. 17 mil socket. Cracker loose. It's not too tight. Gonna make sure you get your washer off of there too. Feels kind of welded on there for me, so I'll let it drain first and I'll get it after that. Oh, came off there. Adjust your drain pan to catch the drips and the spurts. And the spurts. It's always good. Oil going everywhere. I'm going to put a bag up around the oil filter. up in here. Make sure you have no holes in it. Any kind of plastic bag. I just got an Amazon package, so I'll reuse that. Get it up and around there so you get less drips. Get your bag around there. I'm going to grip it with a oil wrench. Get it started with the wrench, and then you should be able to get it by hand. Make sure your bag stays up in there. It's pretty slippery. Well, if you chose the right bag, it should be all pretty encapsulated in there. Make sure your gasket came off. Rubber gasket. This one did. And you want to get your new filter. Take some of the oil. Put a nice coating on. New filter on the gasket. So that doesn't stick next time you're doing this job. Make sure you're clean up in there. And spin on your new filter. You don't need your wrench to put this on. You just want it hand tight and not too much more than that. Since you're covered in oil, you want to make sure you get it nice and dry before you assume that hand tight was tight enough, since you're slipping around. So if you have a wrench, you could give it a partial turn with that, but you don't need to do much. Clean up the drain plug a little bit, in case you dropped it like I did. I want to make sure there's no little pebbles or anything on there, on the concrete. And then once you've cleaned that up, put your new crush washer on there, and you're ready to put it in. Alright, the drip is pretty minor now, so we'll put the plug in. Wipe everything down. You can torque it or you can eyeball it. They put a line on it from when it was from the factory, so you know that's probably going to be about right. About that much. And we're ready to fill up some oil. So this is meant to take about 5.7 quarts. We'll start with 5, start it, let it run for a while, and then add. We'll top up as much as we needed to get it to the full mark. My guess about 0.5 to 0.7. So here's 1. 2. 3. Drop my paper towel. Somehow, if you drop it down in there, it goes all the way down. So it's handy to have one of these guys here. The things you learn as you go. Anywho, we're gonna crack open number 4 now. 4. 5. We'll take out the funnel, put on the cap, start it, let it run for a minute or so, and then let it drain back in, and we'll check the oil level, and then we'll top it off. It's a good idea. Make sure you don't have any leaks. Nothing's leaking there. See any leaks there? Alright, we'll shut it off and check our level. We're going to check our oil. It's on the low end, so we're going to add our half to 0.7 quarts. That's looking better, almost right to the top. It took about probably 0.6. Don't forget to put on your drain cap. Make sure you got it snug. Got that all the way down, and then we'll go reset the oil light inside the truck. Wipe everything down a little bit. We'll put the hood down before we reset the oil light, because it seems to throw up a warning message on there that your hood's open, and it seems to make it kind of a pain for switching menus. So we'll close this first, and then we'll reset the oil light. Press that engine button a couple times. And you got these menu buttons here. So get to the one that says oil life, and we'll hold down the reset button. And it asks you maintenance reset. And hit reset. Reset completed. Oil life is now at 100%. We'll do it again one time. Holding down the reset button. Takes about 10 or 12 seconds. Go to reset. Hit reset. And oil life's at 100%. And you're good for another year if you drive like I do, or 5,000 miles. Do whichever comes first.